Welcome, Aries, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot guidance. So this will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2nd through March 8th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find a resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, Aries, never put anyone else's judgment before your own. And keep in mind that the cards are just here as guides, not as predictors. So it is my intention to attract the cards that will best serve those Aries who actually view this message. Well, it's my intention to attract the cards and the intuition to go along with it to best serve those Aries who will actually view this message. So from the minor arcana, right now we have the Four of Cups in the physical realm position. So now we want the mental realm, followed by the spiritual realm. Oh, we have one for the mental realm. Oh no, don't be worried this week, Aries. Nothing to worry about, nothing to lose sleep over. So we have, yes, the physical realm, the mental realm, and now we want the spiritual realm. In other words, messages from the spiritual realm, from source, whatever you call it. You have 3 cards here. Okay. And let's get the overall energy from the major arcana. And you know what, Aries, just keep in mind that no card is a bad card because it's here for guidance. Again, not predictors. So that's how I do my readings, as guidance, not as prediction. And you have the Magician energy. Beautiful. That does not surprise me about you, Aries. Okay, so let's take a look. Now you have the Four of Cups here in the physical realm. It's the only card that jumped out. The specifics will vary for each of you, but some of you may have or may be rejecting an offer, or just closing yourself off to something. I feel as though there may have been something that sounded better than you thought it would be. And it's like something that's on the table for you, but you are rejecting it. You're not accepting it. This could be anything. This could be career related. This could be relationship related. It even could be an invitation for some of you. It could be someone saying, hey, do you want to go out after work and have a drink or something? It's going to vary for each of you, being general like this, but it's kind of like, for some of you, you're rejecting this offer or this opportunity because it's not what you thought it would be. You realize it's not as good as you thought it would be, or it may even be someone was not as sincere or honest as you thought they would be. So it may be for some of you that whatever it is you're rejecting in the physical realm is significant enough for you to kind of stress you out, maybe even keep you up at night if you're thinking about it, feeling as though I don't know, some of you are feeling as though you missed out on something, but you're not that you missed out on something because it wasn't what you thought it was, but if it had been what you thought it was, then you would feel like you had missed out on it. But I'm feeling here the expression dodged a bullet just came to me. In other words, like this could have been a mistake, but it wasn't. So I'm feeling like you ought not spend a lot of time worrying about it. Also, this is the Nine of Swords. That means that this is done, right? This is done. This is something that already happened, and you are going to put this behind you very easily, I feel. I feel it's going to be easy for you to put this behind you. You will say to yourself, you know what? Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Read the fine print. Ask more questions. Trust my inner knowing instead of what I think I should do. That kind of thing. I feel as though you are going to quickly recognize the value in this experience. Remember, we need these kinds of experiences. So, in other words, if someone was not forthright with you or didn't give you all the information, again, this could be a serious thing like, a relationship or a career, and it could be less significant in the sense that maybe someone, invited you somewhere but didn't give you all the information, and then you found out, wait a minute, you invited my ex to go, or my worst enemy or something like that. Whatever this is, whether it's something like that or it is, a romantic relationship or a long-term friendship or something where someone misrepresented themselves or the situation, this is an experience of value for you, because if you don't have these situations, like I'm feeling from this Four of Cups here, then you don't have any experiences upon which you can build. So it is experiences like this that show us what we want. And as long as we don't get stuck wallowing or ruminating on what didn't work for us, we can now focus on what we do want. And it brings us clarity. And it brings us the opportunity for expansion if you can recognize the value in the situation. So that's why, it's very important that you don't spend too much time in this Nine of Swords energy, worrying about it, or I don't know, some of you might be even beating yourselves up over it, saying, oh, why didn't I know better? Or I should have looked into this more, or whatever this is, I should have asked more questions. I should have read the fine print. Whatever this is, don't spend too much time in it. And you do have the overall energy here of the Magician. Okay, this is, this is a major indication, Aries, that you have the power to manifest your desires, but it's a matter of knowing what those desires are. What does your internal mechanism tell you? In other words, what does your heart want? What does your gut tell you? What does your intuition tell you? You've got everything you need to move forward. And I just got the expression that for some of you, to move forward on your own. I just got the expression that you don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else's help, anyone else's advice, or anyone else's energy. So I don't know if that applies to all of you, but I just got that message for at least one of you. And also the fact that the Magician is the number one card just stood out to me. Like you're an individual. You are independent. You are powerful. You are extremely powerful. You've got everything you need within you to manifest the situation and the experiences that you want in the physical realm. You've got all the tools in the toolbox. You've got the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, the drive, the desire. So when you know within you what it is you want, then you will feel inspired to go for it. So whatever this is, whether it's something minor or it's something major, moving forward, you will have more clarity and wisdom and experience and tools in the toolbox to use as you move into whatever's next for you, right? It's not as though, you missed that ship and that's it. There'll be no other ships. There's always, there are ships coming in to port all the time. Okay. There are opportunities around you at all times. And with this Magician energy, I feel as though all you need to do is decide what you want and the inspiration will come to you. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles reversed, I really feel as though, the universe is saying this was not the situation for you. This was not the opportunity you were looking for. This wouldn't have had long-term legs. It wouldn't have given you the foundation you're looking for, the security you're looking for. There wouldn't. I feel like it wouldn't have. It wouldn't. I don't think it would have been terrible or horrible. It just wouldn't have been for the long term. It wouldn't have had the opportunity for growth or expansion that you had hoped it would. But, oh wow, Aries, you've got so much to look forward to. You've got so, wow. I mean, the feeling of happiness, of joy that I feel like you have coming to you, but not just coming to you. I feel as though you already have a lot to be happy for, a lot to be joyful about. You have a lot of love and support around you. And it's not that you need it. Like I said, you're very powerful, you're very independent. But you've got so much happiness and joy in your life already. And for some of you, it is related to the people in your life. And I feel as though you've got so much more joy and happiness coming to you. But I also feel like, Aries, you've got plenty of time. We often, no matter what age, we often feel as though time is running out. And, I can relate to that, Aries. I used to feel that way so much more than I do now. And ironically, when I was younger, I always thought time was running out. It's too late for this. It's too late for that. And the older I get, the older I get, the wiser I get. And I realize that time isn't really what we make it out to be. And also, don't forget, you are an eternal being here for this brief human experience. You've been here before, you'll be back again. And I think I just got the expression, take some time to stop and smell the roses. Take some time to appreciate where you are in this moment at this time. You've got so many people around you who love you, who enjoy your presence, who enjoy your company, and they love you. And I feel as though that there is so much more of that to come. And yeah, I feel like this just extends. I feel like this is like a lifelong almost theme of yours, or I just got the expression that the better it gets, the better it gets. And if you can find the joy and the satisfaction where you are now, you will be able to like kind of just grow that as you move forward, and everything will kind of just fall into place. I hope that makes sense, Aries. Okay, so now beneath this, we have the Three of Cups reversed. I'm feeling as though this is not necessarily for an individual. I feel as though this is for a small number of you, or a subset of the group, or what have you. I feel as though there are some of you out there, for some of you out there, this Four of Cups here has to do with a relationship. And I think some of you out there are allowing past experiences with, I feel like, in romantic relationships, to kind of get in the way moving forward. All right, so this is what I'm feeling here. You have this Ten of Cups, the joy now and the joy moving forward. And even if, when I say you have a lot of people around you who love you, if you don't have a romantic relationship, right? If you don't have a partner or a spouse, and that's what you're longing for, and that's what didn't work out here, that's what you chose to reject, right? Then this part is for you. And I feel as though there are some of you who are letting past betrayals in romantic relationships to color where you are now. And some of you may be attracting the wrong people into your life. So this is definitely not for everyone, this part, but I'm definitely feeling that this is for somebody or some of you. Okay, so what I'm really feeling here is that some of you have been betrayed by, a partner, a spouse, or something in the past, maybe even more than one. And you are, whether you know it or not, I think a lot of you know it, but whether you know it or not, you're allowing those betrayals to weigh in on your current joy, and you're letting it affect your future joy. This is out here for you. This is out here for anybody who wants it. But this specifically came up for you, Aries. So I'm really feeling compelled to tell you that you cannot make decisions for the future based on the past. Now, from my human perspective, Aries, I understand that is really, really hard to do. It's really hard to do. I do it myself. I do it often related to money, finances. On what based on the past, I make financial decisions for the future that have nothing to do with the present and the future. My past is gone. My vibration is better. Why am I still thinking in that lackful way. Well, I'm feeling like this is the same for some of you in terms of past betrayals in relationships. So you need to recognize that you have expanded beyond the person that you were in the past, and that if your expectations for the future are based on your experiences in the past, that you will keep attracting the same kind of people. So it may be for some of you that in your mental realm here, you need to get off the topic. Put these back. You need to get off the topic of the past betrayals. You need to be more deliberate in your focus. When you start thinking about that horrible person who did you wrong in the past, etc., you need to catch yourself and say, oh, you know, laugh at yourself as best you can. And change the subject. Say, wow, those memories do not serve me. Those thoughts do not serve me. And when I think of those, my body feels the stress as over and over again, as though it's happening over and over again. So that does not serve my health either. So it is time to refocus. And the more you practice changing that deliberate focus, my Aries friends, the better you will get at it. And soon, as soon as that negative thought pops in your head, you'll be like, that's just an old thought habit. Gotta let that go. And trust me, on different topics, but you know, I've had some experiences that I have let go, yet they still return now and then, but I'm so much better at catching them early on and saying, what am I doing? I let this go already. Why is this popping back in my mind? Okay, change of subject. And, you know, and I deliberately think about something else. You get better and better and better at it, my Aries friends. Okay, my Aries friends, I do want to thank you for being with me. Listen, if you'd like to support this channel, just do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Either way, thank you so much for being with me. I hope this week ahead is wonderful, and I hope to see you back here again next week, my beautiful Aries friends.